I'm going to make some gnocchi for the second time ever, and this time I'm going to try using some sweet potatoes. My first time, it turned out serviceable, but not perfect. To get started, I'm going to roast up my spuds, and just so that way they don't explode in the oven on me, just got to take out a little bit of aggression on them. Now, you can do this in the microwave, and it is faster to do it in the microwave. So once this is good and punctured, these guys, chuck them in the oven till they're done. I'm going to just poke them to find out how long does a sweet potato take to cook in the oven. I'll ask Siri later. It's been about an hour. Vent off excess steam while they're still hot. Once they've vented off a bit of steam to release the excess moisture, get them all mashed up or push them through a ricer to get a little bit of a finer, more smooth consistency running through them. Full disclosure, it is the next day. I got about 200 grams of the sweet potato. I'm going to add 1 egg, pinch of salt, and get this all incorporated. And some recipes call for egg, some don't, just depends on what you're following. For this, about 200 grams, at least a cup and a half, plus some extra for kneading and rolling, so I'll just do that. I'll just plop this right on my counter, make a little well, and sweet potato mixture right into the center of the well, getting this all incorporated. I get the dough to get pulled together, get my hands in here. It took about 7-8 minutes of just kind of playing with the dough and gently kneading it in order to get it to fully come together. This soaked up most of that flour. This is starting to feel like a fairly supple dough. I'm not trying to develop a lot of gluten in here, just to bring it together. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. At least I think. I'll divide this into 4 not quite so even pieces. Get these guys rolled out like a Play-Doh snake here. And you can go as thick or as thin as you would like. Just going for a fairly nice round shape. Just a quick. Did I make the most even sizes? No. Are they good enough for me? Yep. And I'm going to call it rustic. I got a nice little coating of flour on them. You can take a fork and roll them to get the designs on them, or use one of those fancy gnocchi rollers. I'm not doing that. I'm keeping them just straightforward and simple like this. Well, my well-salted water is coming up to a boil. I want to make a browned butter sage sauce just to keep it simple, classic, and easy. So I'm going to come in here with about, this is what, 3.5, 4 tablespoons of butter. And I'm going to get this browning on the stove, so that way this is ready for those by the time they're done. And I want this butter to be well perfumed with the sage before I get that gnocchi in. So I'm going to add my handful of fresh sage from the garden a little bit early, so that way this gets well infused. That butter is now starting to brown nicely, so I can turn that temperature down. Now the sage is nice and fried and has done its job. I will pull this out just so that way it doesn't fall apart on my gnocchi while it is searing up and it doesn't burn. I do want to be fancy enough not to risk burnt milk solids, so I will just pass this to a fine mesh sieve to catch most of those guys. Boom. Cheesecloth. That'll catch the rest of those solids. There we go. That's that clarified brown butter that I'm looking for. Now, no more risk of burning those milk solid. Now that my water has started to come up to a boil, time to get the gnocchi in until they float. Should be nice and quick. Just to make sure they don't stick to each other, give it a gentle little stir here. Now these guys are starting to float to the top. Time to get them searing off in the pan. And I want to bring over a bit of that starchy water with them, so that way it can start creating an emulsion with that butter in this pan. And a little bit of toasty color on these boys. touch more of that pasta water. And I added around a cup of that nice starchy water for the base of my sauce. That's some black pepper. Touch more salt. I soaked up all that pasta water and that butter. So I guess it's time to whip up a little bit more of an emulsion. I'm going to finish it with a nice hit of parm. Need a touch more pasta water. Hopefully it'll carry a little more of that sage flavor. So at this point, kill the heat. Let our emulsion emulsify. That's what I'm looking for. Dinner is now ready to be served. Get those gnocchis plopped down onto that plate. Beautiful, pillowy, buttery. Gotta finish it with a little bit more parm. Pretty darn quick and simple dinner to throw together. The gnocchi was way easier to throw together than I expected it to be. So, yeah. Boom.